Moments ago, I spoke with Senate Minority Whip John Thune. Senator, thank you very much for joining me, sir.
Good to be with you. Thanks, Greta.
Has the door now been opened that when the House of Representatives issues articles of impeachment, whether it be by a Republican majority or a Democratic majority, that the Senate does not have to hold a trial pursuant to the Constitution?
That seems to be the precedent the Democrats were setting today. I've never seen anything like this. This is unprecedented. This is a whole new shooting match, so to speak. But they basically just kind of dismissed the whole thing. Worse yet, actually, raised a point of order, and of course this is all sort of technical in the legal world, but the way they went about doing this certainly sets a precedent for the future that if the Senate doesn't want to hear a case, they don't have to hear a case. And in this case, a case where you've got a public official who lied to Congress, which is a felony under the law.
See, I don't understand this because, had this played out and had it had a Senate trial, when you look at the numbers, is that the Mayorkas would not have been convicted. He would not have been thrown out of the cabinet. But, when you look back to about 2013, when then Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid started to eliminate the filibuster for judges below the Supreme Court level, it later came back to haunt the Democrats. It was then eliminated for the Supreme Court. So I don't understand the wisdom of not thinking that this may come back to haunt the Democratic Party.
Right, and again, it's hard to explain. Honestly, it's very hard to defend either, but they did. It was a party line vote. I mean, every single Democrat walked that plank for Chuck Schumer today and essentially set a precedent for the future. And presumably, and I certainly hope it's the case, that we got a Republican president, a President Trump in 2025, and hopefully a Republican Senate. But if there is a Democrat House, and I hope we have a Republican House as well, and they decide they want to impeach somebody, there's a whole new precedent here. And these were charges, these were very serious charges brought by the House. The House saw fit to file articles of impeachment on an issue where you had a public official who's miscarrying his, the work that he's been given on behalf of the American people, and further, even worse, is lying about it to the Congress. I mean, these are very, very serious allegations brought forward by the House of Representatives that were completely swept away by the Democrats in the Senate today. And I think that's, at some point, they've got to be held accountable for that. Hopefully the American people will do it this fall in the election. But it certainly is precedential in terms of what it means for the future and with regard to the impeachment, powers under the Constitution.
What is the explanation, or why did Senator Lisa Murkowski, a Republican from Alaska, she didn't vote yes or no, she voted present? Why did she vote present, which is the effect of voting yes? I don't know what is the effect of voting.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know, she had a different view on some of the issues around this. I think that happened once in all the votes that were cast today. But by and large, and with that exception, you had Republicans unanimously weighing in that the Senate ought to conduct a trial, that it's our responsibility under the Constitution, and that it's totally wrong for us not to proceed and to do that. And so, the Democrats, to the person, again, took that vote, walked that plank, and I think, I hope they're going to be held accountable by the American people. The debacle at the southern border is what principally this is about, but more importantly, it's about how this administration, Joe Biden and Alejandro Mayorkas, have managed it in a way that flouts the law, and worse yet, under Article 2 of the impeachment articles passed by the House, lied to Congress about it. These are not inconsequential issues. These are important issues when it comes to public officials and the way they go about their duties. And it was would have been the right thing to do for the Senate to hold a trial, conduct a trial, hear the evidence, weigh the merits, and conclude guilty or not guilty. We never even got a chance to get beyond procedural motions because Chuck Schumer preempted all of that with what he did today on the floor of the United States Senate.
Well, I've never liked people voting just present because, we pay you to either vote yes or no and to make the hard decisions. But that's for the members, so that's for the people of Alaska on this particular issue. Senator, thank you very much for joining me, sir.
Thanks, Greta. Nice to be with you.